And we'd like to welcome now Democratic Hawaii State Senator Lynn Decoite. Senator, thank you so much for being here. We certainly know that you're busy. What do you hope comes out of the President's and First Lady's visit today?
Hi, Kelly. Of course, I would love to see the president first listen to what the people have to say. He's going to give them an opportunity to talk with them and, hear some of their thoughts. I want him to understand that, coming here, there's a lot of mixed feelings. And, people want to be heard. At the same time, they want to be able to grieve. But, with all the aid that's coming into Hawaii, most times the fear of it is federal aid comes in. There's many stipulations to those funds that are coming in. And the challenges that we have, and one of the biggest is people are literally coming in to swipe up real estate in a time when people do not need to be proposed of, what they can get for their properties, but give them some time to just, figure out what's happening around them and looking for their loved ones. I hope that the president literally listens to what they have to say first, and then we support what the community is wanting to do.
Well, I appreciate you bringing that up. That is a topic we have covered extensively about some of those predatory actions that have been taking place. But I wonder, in terms of speaking to the people on the ground, you want the president to hear them. How do the people living in Lahaina view the federal government's response so far? Have you heard from them about that?
So I have made several calls back and forth. They have called out of the area that has been impacted. There's a lot of mixed feelings. When FEMA first got in, it took a while, which is why many of the residents, not just from the island, but from the neighboring islands, one of which I live on, Molokai, literally ran to aid. They were not going to wait around. They wanted to help, and many of them came either by boat or by small planes, just to make sure the resources were there, whether it be water, generators, gas, food. They came from everywhere, statewide, nationwide, worldwide. Aid had came in as fast as it could. So when we were trying to get everything else set up, and FEMA, at some times you can be grateful, but I always believe that we should be more proactive instead of reactive after a natural disaster.
Yeah, you could absolutely understand that. Moving forward and switching gears here a bit, what do you think should be done when it comes to the sirens? A lot of talk about the warning for this disaster. What do you make of the reasoning for why they didn't go off?
I don't want to speculate on it, but I do know, we've been through a lot of warnings, tsunami warnings. Those sirens are tested every month. In the amount of time that we have had several tsunami warnings issued, I would have thought by now we would have had a tsunami fire warning. And, looking at it as maybe different types of pitches for those warning, and then do the testing like we normally do monthly. But, I don't want to, Kelly, at this point, speculate it or even play quarterback on this issue. What happened is just it's traumatic on what happened. And, we have to go forward and we have to do it better and, make those changes. This is something that should have never happened to anybody or any place that has had to gone through something like this.
Well, we certainly want to stick to the facts, and we will be following up on that. Thank you for commenting. We have about 30 seconds left, but 850 people still unaccounted for. Governor Josh Green says some people may be lost forever. What is the status of the search, and why will this next phase take so long?
The status of the search is that they're still continuing on with that search. A lot of them, I'm told, are young children. It's very tedious in some of the places that they're at. They're dealing with many factors there. As you can see, some of the remains of what had happened from the fire. There is just...
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.